Hi and welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. This week I was working on a couple of things in the living room here. I was deep cleaning our couch, which is never fun. We usually do spot cleans, if the kids are sick, then we'll clean it. Other than that, I do it in the spring, just take all the couch cushions off, make sure everything is cleaned up. So the bottom couch cushions here I'll pull out. And so those ones I can take off and throw them into the wash. The top ones do not come off, so I have to kind of just fluff them by hand and then spray them down a little bit. The first thing I'm going to do is take all of the covers off of the couch cushions and then spray it down with Febreze. So I'm also going to get the extra saucer cover off and take all of the toys off as well so that I can clean those. If you're new to my channel, I'm a stay-at-home mom to 4 little kids. I post motivational cleaning videos, so if you like that kind of content, I would love it if you subscribed and joined my YouTube family. And if you are new here, I would also love it if you dropped me a comment below and said hello, just so that I know that you're here. And then as I'm going here, I'm also just going to be spraying everything down with Febreze. I'm not a huge fan of scent, so I don't do the Febreze often, but I had all the windows in the house open and then I just sprayed it down once really well just to kind of help deodorize everything. And this mouse here, we have been looking for probably a solid week, and we had checked under the couch and all over the place, but we did not check in the couch because why would you? One of the other things that I'm going to do is I'm going to get the curtains, all of the curtains down, throw them in the wash at the same time, and any of the pillows that are upstairs, I'm going to take those out of the covers and wash the covers at the same time. So I'll have one big load of laundry. I'm going to put everything here into a cold cycle just to help prevent it from shrinking. If I did it hot, even though I know that I have washed these ones before, I just feel better doing it on cold. That way I know for sure that they're not going to shrink or any colors bleeding, because the couch ones are dark and the curtains were light. So I just want to do it on a cold one and just kind of get them freshened up a little bit. And then while that is in there, I'm going to start on the windows. So I use hot soapy water, and then I'm going to use one cloth to kind of wipe everything down. And normally I have a squeegee, but I couldn't find the squeegee, so I didn't use it today. Normally I would, but my husband had the kids out and I had an opportunity to do something where, it was a little bit chilly out and I could have the windows open without worrying about the kids being too cold. So anyways, I didn't use the squeegee, so I'm just using hot soapy water with a microfiber cloth, and then I do it one time really soapy and get any of the any gunk that's on the windows, and then I wring it out, and then I'm also going to do it one more time so that I kind of sop up the water, and then I have a tea towel there to just soak up everything else and kind of buff out any of the streaks. And today was a perfect day for it because it was a little bit chilly and the sun was not directly on the windows. You want to make sure that you never do the windows in the direct sunlight, because all of the soap will just kind of dry onto there and you won't get a chance to kind of wipe it off and get them nice and streak free. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up these windows here and then move on to the next window that you can see on the right hand side. tip when you're doing windows is to not have too much water in your bucket, because every window that you do, it's going to get pretty disgusting. So just make sure that you're changing your water more often. So again, a little bit of water, but change it very often. And then I'm going to clear all of this stuff out here and start on this next window. I have this Swiffer little duster thing here. I'm going to get it out and do these blinds here. I have not done these blinds in quite a while. They didn't look bad, but as soon as I started doing them and I took the duster away, you can see how disgusting they were. There was so much dust on there, but it really didn't look that bad. So then I'm going to move on to doing the other one too, because I realized how terrible they were and how badly they needed it. Yeah, that's just from a couple things. That's just from a couple of rows of the blinds. So yeah, gross, but I'm glad that it's Another tip for when you're cleaning windows, see there's a spot there that I just can't reach with my hand, but I don't want to get out because this is on a second floor. I don't want to get out my ladder. I have a scraper there, a butter knife, anything that kind of extends it. Put your cloth over top of whatever it is you have handy, and you could even do a spatula or something that you have on hand. Put your cloth over top, and then you can reach a little bit further. That way you don't have to get out, like in this instance, I'd have to get out a huge ladder if I wanted to go outside and do these. So it saved me a lot of time just to be able to reach that little bit of extra there. Moving on to the next window here, and I had a little helper that woke up from his nap, so he did not want me to put him down, but I wanted to get this stuff done before the other 3 kids got home. So mom life, you know, you just do what you can. So I was holding him for a good chunk of while I was cleaning the next little part here, so it takes a little bit longer, but you know, we got it done. And he really wanted to help after this, so you'll see that I gave him the Swiffer and he just helped while I was doing the rest of the window. After this window here, the kids got back from, they had actually gone to a birthday party. We've been in lockdown forever, and we were finally off lockdown for a little bit of time. And so they got to go to a birthday party. There was only 10 people all together, but they were so excited, and I'm glad that they got to go. But we were not allowed to have both parents go. It was only one parent and 3 of our kids that were allowed to go. So my husband took them while I had our youngest at home and having a nap, and I got all of that stuff done. And then they got home, and so later on I went to go and vacuum the couch in the evening, and then as soon as I did, the battery was dead. So instead I'm going to go over and finish up on the stove here. I took all of the handles off. They just popped right off. And then underneath there you can see there's a lot of bread that's accumulated, like all kinds of crumbs and gunk. So I'm going to use a toothbrush. We buy the toothbrushes from the dollar store. You can buy like usually a 3-pack for $1.25, and they work so well for cleaning in all those nooks and crannies. So I'm using a toothbrush here and then just wiping down the rest, and then I'm going to let the covers dry and put those back on in the morning. Today I made sure that the vacuum was charged, and I'm going to vacuum around the entire thing here. So every inch that I can, I'm going to vacuum and get everything off. Now this couch here seems to attract hair no matter what. So I have to vacuum, use the lint rollers and all kinds of stuff, and there's still hair on there. It's like it's embedded in there somehow. So right now I'm going to vacuum everything that I can, make sure that I get all of the crumbs, anything else, and then I'm going to do that to the other 2 couches as well. So there's a love seat, a couch, and the single one over there. And then once I vacuumed and I'm sure that most of the hair is off, I have a bucket of hot soapy water, and I'm just going to wipe everything down. So I'm not soaking it wet or anything. I'm just making sure we don't eat a lot on the couch, but the kids do eat there sometimes. So I just want to make sure that anything that's on there comes off, and then it gives it a nice good clean and a little bit of a freshen up. So again, not soaking it so that it's wet, but just kind of cleaning off the top layer there. I'm also going to be putting all of the couch cushions back on. They were all dry, so I'm going to put those ones back on, and then they still had some of the hair on there, even though they went through the wash and everything. So once they're back on and they're good, I'm still going to give them another vacuum just to try to get it off, and then also do the lint roller on top. And yeah, that should hopefully be a good clean for this year. And then hopefully I don't have to do it again. And like I said, we will do spot cleans. You know, when you have little kids, there ends up being all kinds of gross stuff that ends up on your couch. So usually do a spot clean, but this time, but it's nice to at least once a year take everything off and make sure that everything's clean. And then throughout the rest of the year, we'll do the same thing where we just spot clean as needed. And here's another reason that we have so much hair on this couch, because our cat loves this couch and she can't resist when I'm doing something different there. So I'm gonna let her roll her and then she's gonna lay down in the spot that I just finished cleaning. So you can see that one couch cushion there still needs to be kind of moved around. I did that later on. So I did other cleaning as well, but this was all of the deep cleaning that I got done for spring cleaning this week. I try to pace myself. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this and it gave you some motivation along the way. I look forward to seeing you next time.